Now, what in the Carnival is going on here? We have a woman that is filing a lawsuit against Carnival Cruise Line, claiming that while on her vacation of a lifetime, she was visiting an island, a destination, a port of call, and upon trying to disembark the cruise ship to go enjoy all the festivities that the island had to offer. Keep in mind, this woman is a disabled amputee in a wheelchair. She was offered no aid by the Carnival staff, she claims, and upon trying to disembark the ship herself, she ended up crashing at the end of the gangway, causing serious and permanent damage. Now, I do want to kind of look at all of this objectively because I do believe that, as unfortunate as this conundrum is, in the suing capital of the world, like the United States, there are always, as they say, three sides to every story: their side, your side, and the truth. The lawsuit itself was filed just this week. However, the actual incident occurred about a year ago, around this time in October of 2022. A 61-year-old woman by the name of Teresa Phillip was sailing on the Carnival Mardi Gras. This ship is fairly new, launched in the year 2021, holds over 5,200 passengers. Do keep that in mind, that is a lot of people. She was on an 8-day cruise and they stopped over in Amber Cove. Carnival has a private area that's over in the Dominican Republic, and as you could imagine, it's probably a busy day that was taking place over in that particular area. Teresa Phillip went to the gangway to disembark the ship and enjoy and explore Amber Cove when she claims that she was offered no assistance while she was in her wheelchair in order to help her get down the ramp. She went down at a rapid speed when she hit a board or something, causing her scarring and damage and disability, as she claims. As you could imagine, Teresa is now seeking damages in an undisclosed amount as she is suing Carnival Cruise Line. Let's go ahead and break all this down because obviously there's going to be questions and there's going to be theories as far as what could have happened, because when you look at a situation like this, I will say that not just Carnival Cruise Line, I do believe that when you're talking about a floating hotel, I do believe that overall, based off of what I have seen, cruise lines do go above and beyond to make sure anybody that is disabled in any way, shape, or form is having the best time possible with whatever it is that they can arrange. If somebody needs, let's say, specific needs, because I've been on cruise ships where there were people that were hearing impaired, I've been on cruise ships that were people that were disabled, amputees, like in this particular case, well, usually it's organized pretty well. This woman, Teresa, my question is, was she sailing alone? Did she actually contact Carnival Cruise Line, let them know that she was disabled and that she would be in need of assistance? And the bigger question when it comes to the actual incident, when she got over to the gangway, did she ask anybody for assistance? And on top of that, how long did she wait before she ended up going down herself? Do keep in mind, I am trying to look at all this from both perspectives, as well as using my own personal experience based off of what I have seen from sailing with multiple lines. I'm just saying that when you get to the gangway, we all know that everybody wants to get off the cruise ship. We know that everybody is a little uneasy and it can cause a lot of frustration. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened here, but just as a whole, let's say this woman, like let's say if you were to go to an airport and there are a lot of people that are disabled that want to get on the airplane, there is oftentimes a lot of unease where there is people that are disabled that want to get on the plane immediately, they want to get on the cruise ship immediately, they want to disembark immediately. Not saying that this woman was trying to be pushy about it, but of course, as you could imagine, with so much limited time that we have whenever we're in these ports of call and we want to disembark, it can cause us to be a little impatient without even knowing that we are doing so. This woman, if she did actually ask for assistance, like I said, how long did she wait, or did Carnival just come out and flat out as far as the staff and say, hey, look, we ain't offering you no assistance, you can't get off? Was that a situation? It also doesn't specify how exactly she ended up going down the ramp. I know it said maybe she went down herself, but maybe she was pushed. I don't know. I hope not. But just looking at that situation, you got to look at it as a whole and see it for what it actually is. I'm not saying that she should have just sat there and did absolutely nothing, but if you knew that there was a potential risk to going down the ramp by yourself, then if you did go down by yourself, you probably shouldn't have done that. I take that back. As far as completing the actual action of going down the ramp, no, that should have never taken place. This woman should have been verbal with whether it be the manager or ask for the manager or talk to whoever needs to be talked to as far as the staff when it comes to getting down the ramp. Because as somebody that may be in a wheelchair or disabled, you know how dangerous it can be when there is something that looks unsafe as far as maybe a steep ramp or something that isn't exactly built specifically designed for people that have these type of disabilities. Because now when you go down said ramp by yourself, knowing that assistance was needed, it does create a completely different scenario as far as you trying to file a lawsuit claiming that Carnival was negligent, when also there could be the argument on Carnival's end that you were negligent too and impatient as far as getting down the ramp and waiting for the proper assistance. Once again, I'm not coming out and saying directly that this is this woman's fault, but for most of you that have been on a cruise ship, you know damn well how impatient a lot of people are. Everyone is trying to get off of the cruise ship. Well, I want to say the vast majority, especially if you're talking about a private area over there called Amber Cove. It is a cool place and people want to go visit and enjoy the festivities, and eat cookies and cake and suntan and do whatever it is that they're going to do to make their vacation actually worth it. I understand, but the Carnival Mardi Gras, like I said, it holds over 5,000 people. There's going to be at least, I want to say maybe 100, maybe even 200. Actually, I don't know the actual numbers, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a decent amount of other disabled people that also want to get off. And if everybody out there has to wait their turn, then well, so be it. You just have to suck it up and be patient about it. If this is a situation where it's potentially negligence on both ends, maybe they'll cancel each other out. I don't know how that whole thing works when it comes to the legalities of the situation in the lawsuit. If the woman decided on her own accord, knowing that the ramp was not safe, and well, she just said, you know what, I'm going to go down anyway, it's probably going to end up being tossed out. I'm just saying this based off of the experiences I've seen with people that are going on a cruise ship and trying to disembark in these ports of call. Like I said, I'm not blaming her, but I do know that people can be extremely impatient when it comes to disembarking. And well, there's a lot of arguments that take place. There is unfortunately a lot of incidents that take place of people pushing and shoving and falling. And well, you can't really sue Carnival if you decided to take it upon yourself and make that decision. We will just have to see how all of this plays out. But I will say, for future reference, if somebody is disabled, of course, make sure you contact who you need to contact, especially if you know that you are in need of some type of assistance throughout the entirety of your cruise or when it comes to disembarking the cruise ship. That way you can make sure you do have the vacation of a lifetime. I know for many, this is also a somewhat touchy subject. A lot of people will take one isolated situation and apply it to themselves or their family members. I understand it can be emotional hearing something like this, but like I said, I'm just doing my best to look at it objectively and also based off of my personal experience. And what I'm seeing as far as the information, it does look like somebody was maybe just impatient. I don't think Carnival flat out came and told this woman, hey, you're not getting off of the cruise ship. It could be a possibility, and there's going to be camera footage to reflect that, and then Carnival will get everything rectified and this woman will get everything rectified. If she was wrong, then obviously, yes, go ahead and make your money, honey. Do what you gotta do and just keep on moving and maybe sail with another line. Maybe become a loyal to Royal. The Carnival people don't want to hear that, but hey, it is what it is. But of course, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Of course, hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as usual, I love and appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you later. Take it easy.